Hello, my friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. Nice and sunny here in Maryland. Beautiful. A little warm already. Today, what are we doing? Tapias seat making part 2. If you have not, please, boom, smash that subscribe. Click on the like, click on the bell. Of course, I don't make Tapias seats. Only Tapia makes Tapias seats. I make Bruce Hechmer seats. Cheap seats. My first seat lasted a couple hundred miles, few hundred miles maybe, and then I already told you at that video that I had to switch up and turned it into an insurance video. That seat there sucks now. As soon as I sit on it, within 2 minutes, I'm on that 2x6 base. Hurts my butt. I'm going to make a new seat. I'm going to cut that apart, save the 2x6 for a pattern, and just in case future, throw the rest of it away. So I told you before, the original seat, which didn't match up color-wise, which I don't care, but this is cut from my backrest that I have, that I use on Betty now, because that 80 tooth, when I pedal that 80 tooth, it pushes me backwards, so I have a little backrest. And then I have some fake snakeskin. My shears that I bought, heavy duty staples. So we are going to see if we can make this into a Tapias seat version 2. Better than version 1. Let's see. So step 1, I measured how much fabric I have left, which is like 28 inches. I'm only going to need half of it, so I'm going to cut it in half, save one scrap just in case I need it for something else, and then use the other half. How am I going to cut it? I'm going to put this on the ground, use my tape measure, painter's tape to make my marks, my cut marks, and then we're going to dub it in half. And this is how you have to do it when you don't have a Tapia seamstress setup, fabric setup. We throw it on our garage floor. We measured 14. We use our painter's tape. Now we're going to cut on that side of the line. And it doesn't have to be perfect edges. And then we'll fit it. This is how easy it is when you use good shears. Look at this. Piece of cake. I bought these. These are fabric shears. They're beautiful. They work perfectly. All right, now we have our workmate closed up and weapon of destruction. We're going to squeeze down a little bit, fold over, tack it. We're definitely going to have to trim some, which we already knew that. Then we're going to pull it down like this and fold it under. And then we're going to work our way from one side to the other. We're going to get a smoother front this time. We're going to work our way, we're going to pull it and work our way back differently this time because it's not as much of a hump. So that's smoother. All right, we killed the first piece. This is our last piece of snakeskin. seat making is much harder than what YouTube videos say. I'm not even sure how this is going to come out. I very well may say we're tacking it just to see what she's going to look like. I may very well have to say I'm off center with my piece of rubber. Tapia, send me a seat for Betty the goat. Purplish. Yeah. Much harder than the YouTube videos make it out to be. That's better looking. What do you think? Trim it up. Trim it up. Pull it tight. We might have something here. Let's fiddle faddle with it. I have just been pulling it over, and stapling it to get it to look like that. It's the finishing part that is like, that ain't too pretty. Now, this is the one that's not going to be pretty either. But we're going to try to pull it around and pull the wrinkles out. And we're going to keep working it like that until we get to the back where we're going to finish it off. We're going to keep working it around, and in the back it's going to be something like looking like that, which I can live with until I can afford a Tapia seat. The back's going to probably end up like that once I peel it around, but I can, like I said, I can live with that until I can afford a Tapia. Let's finish her up. All right, this is pretty much what we got right there. Got a little funky hognose snake front, which I can live with. I do have some Gorilla fabric glue that I could try to clean that up, but I'm not sure I will. And then we got the back, again, little snake face. But otherwise, smooth. And if I ride this for 500 or 600 miles, before I get something better, that's all right. So now I'm going to clean this up, go back, bulletproof it all, and then I got the new seat here, right color. I'm going to, these two obviously are right here. I got to find these three right here and punch through the fabric. Unless it's these two up here. I think it's these two. Oh crap, I gotta check and see. Alright, we got the fabric pretty much trimmed up pretty good. That's how that sucker's gonna lay. And I got the dental tool that you don't really want as a dental tool to find where the holes are. And the holes are 3 holes in here and actually 2 holes up here. So we're gonna poke till we find them, and then make them bigger so we can get our screws in. So we use this as a guide. We found one right there. So there's one hole. So we'll work that, and then we will find the second hole right there. So now we have our screw holes in the front or the rear. So we'll make those bigger so we can get the screws in when we put the seat on, which we're not going to put the seat on until we get the seat riser. This is the end of Tapia seat making part 2. This is my finish Tapia looking seat. Little hognose front, Little snaky in the rear. I got my holes figured out. I kind of nicked it up here. I'm hoping when it's on that's hidden. But like I said, 4 pennies. This is gonna suit me for a while. And maybe one day I will buy a purpley-ish colored Tapias seat. I don't even think they make them for the goat yet. I didn't see them on their website. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Now, for those people who say, that doesn't look like a Tapias seat. No, do. Of course it doesn't look like a Tapias seat. Tapias seat, they're expert seat makers. They're expert fabric workers. They're expert foam workers. I am none of that. It's tongue-in-cheek. Tongue-in-cheek. It's a joke. Ha, ha, ha. Tapias seat. So don't say it doesn't look like a Tapias seat. I already know that. All right, thank you all for watching. Thank you for finding humor in what I create, mostly. And boom, smash that subscribe. Click on that like, click on the bell, tell your friends. I love you all. See ya!